Hello, my name's Dana Bellamy, and I'm the author of Raising Happy Kids. I'm the mother of 6, and I didn't plan on doing a video this week, and because I have 6 kids, and I just started back at Bible College for my 3rd year at Charis Bible College, and so I've been pretty busy, and I just needed a break. But I went to class tonight because I do night school because of the children, and on the way back, the Lord gave me a message, and so I just wanted to just quickly share it with you guys. And it's based on 2 Corinthians 4:18 that says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." And so the Lord really started speaking to me about, what really matters, what really counts. Are we focusing on things that are important, or are we focusing on things that are not important? And I wanted to share my story. Now, it's a long story, so I'll just share it, just a brief version. But, a few years ago when I started my first year at Charis Bible College, my husband and I, I fell pregnant, with our, what would have been our 6th child. And then I miscarried. And not only did I miscarry, but I had another follow-up ultrasound, and they thought that they saw a tumor in my womb, and they sent me to an oncologist. And so, my husband and I, we really had to battle to stay in faith and to stand on the word and to not believe, this report. But the enemy would come with his thoughts, and one of those was, so I'm going to die now. So I'm going to leave this world, and I'm going to go to heaven, like, here soon. And it was such a, weird thought, because, when you're in the world, you're kind of blinded by the world, because all you see is the world, and all you think is about things of the world. And then when you're faced with the possibility that you may be leaving, you really start to get a picture of what's important. And there were some things that I was stressing about, like about homeschooling the kids. Am I doing it right? And when I, had the thoughts of, am I going to be around much longer? I just realized, man, I said, that is so not important. What I was worried about is not important. And it really just helped to change my perspective about what I really want to focus on. And so even though, it wasn't, the best news to get, ended up everything was fine. So I didn't have a tumor. Everything was fine. It was just a lie of the enemy. But, it really gave me, the proper perspective of that I wouldn't have had otherwise, that, what's important and what's not. And so, I like to still keep that perspective and focus on things that are eternal and not the things that are temporal. And the things that are most important are people, family, and your friends, but most importantly, your family. And so your children have been entrusted to you from God. And what would be the point if you gained the whole world and then your children were lost forever? That would be absolutely tragic. But if you were to raise your children to know the Lord, to love the Lord, and then you came to the end of this life and you just had that satisfaction that all my children, they know the Lord and they're all going to be in heaven with me for eternity. So I had, a life well spent. So we just need to keep that in the proper focus, in the proper perspective, that, we want to keep the main thing. Because I know that there's been some people that are focused so much on trying to get their family in a better position financially that they don't spend time with their family, and they're having all these issues in their family where the enemy's coming in and causing mischief, where, it would be much more beneficial not to chase money, but to spend that time with the family and just trust God for the increase. Because the Lord gave the proper order of the house, and, the whole business and the ministry, it comes after it comes after God, it comes after your spouse, it comes after your children. If you keep the proper order, then you're going to get the results that God said that you can have. Now, I don't want you to worry, or stress out and worry, am I doing the right things, to get my children to love the Lord. If you love the Lord, if you're pursuing the Lord, if you love your children, then your children they'll perceive God is a good God, and they will want him. At the end of the day, your children have their own choice, and they're responsible for their own choice, but we can really, set the stage for them, to desire God by living the life that we live. And I was even speaking to a prominent Bible teacher in my Bible school, and all his children were serving the Lord. And I asked him, I said, well, what advice do you have to raise children, to stay on the path of life and to want the Lord? And he said, love God and love each other and spend time with them. Basically make them your priority and show them that they are loved. And so it just seems to be really simple. You just love your kids, you love the Lord, you love your spouse, you lead by example, you press into God, and just live the life in front of them, and they will want what they see you have. Even if they may stray for a season, they'll realize, wow, I had it so much better in my parents' household, just like the prodigal son. I had it so much better back at home. Man, what am I doing here in this mire, in this pig pen, when I can be in the palace? So I just wanted to encourage you, keep the main thing the main thing. Don't be blinded by the pursuits of this world and the things in this world. Keep the proper perspective that at the end of the day, we're all going to be in heaven. And what do you want your legacy to be? So I just wanted to encourage you with that. I love you all, and thank you for listening. And please like and share my video. I'd really appreciate it. Love you all. Bye.